Hey guys, how's it going? How you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. If this is your first time checking out True Divine's channel, what is up guys? My name is Amy. If you're returning, welcome back. So I decided to kind of change up the view a little bit for the next couple of videos. So I'm going to move around my room just to get a little bit more comfortable, change up the vibes. So you guys have been requesting the How Does He Feel reading for a bit now. So this is how does your divine masculine feel about you at this time? Great message ahead, guys. So for those who are new to this video, I use my romance deck and I use my twin flame deck. So I have a little meditation music in the background to drown up the noise of the kids. So hopefully that works. But let's get started. So from the romance cards, we have unrequited love coming through. So it does say there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So what does this mean when it comes to the twin flame journey? Because I know from the past I've gotten heat about, well, how can you say this is a twin flame journey if he doesn't feel the same way about me? Okay, so what I feel in regards to this unrequited love is at the time that you guys had separated or the time that he ghosted, he did not feel 100% the same way you did. I feel like as the divine feminine, we might have been a little bit more invested in our feelings. We might have been very more expressive. I feel in regards to divine masculine, what he's trying to say is that at that very moment, I did not feel because I did not allow myself to feel. I felt like he, again, was feeling very vulnerable. He did not want to get hurt. So he closed himself off to attaching himself to anyone, if that makes sense. So I feel like for whoever's divine masculine this is, what is coming through is that he is saying at the time of disconnecting with you, at the time that I ghosted from you, I just felt like something was missing in my life. I felt like I couldn't give you what I didn't know how to give you. I didn't know how to offer you what I didn't know I had to offer you. I wasn't quite sure on what it was that you were looking for. Okay? When I say that, it feels more like divine feminine knew what she was looking for, but divine masculine didn't. And it wasn't until he's kind of had this separation or kind of had this break that he's starting to realize that, wait a minute, I'm starting to realize what it is I want in my life now versus months ago or maybe a couple years. You know, it could also be that at the time of separation or at the time of ghosting with divine feminine, he may have had feelings still connected to someone else. Because I feel like he had feelings for divine feminine, but maybe his feelings were really, really invested with someone else. And it wasn't until he was no longer connecting with you that he was able to actually feel that loss. That could be why he's saying that, at the time that we separated or disconnected, I did not feel the same way for you as you did for me. Okay? So as we move forward, we have for yourself, it's time to take control of your life. So what does this initially tell me? It tells me that you guys are in this place where it's time to not be so focused on when divine masculine's coming back. You know, you have to be in a place where you have to give it to the universe, give it to God. And I feel like what's happening is that you are so set on wanting to know the outcome that you're not focused on what it is you need to see at this very moment. So your angels, your spirit guides are saying, we need you to free yourself from this connection. We need you to take back your power. We need you to take back your control. We need you to set yourself free. That's not to say that you don't love your divine masculine or your divine masculine doesn't love you. It means that at this very specific moment, you two have different lessons that you need to learn that are not purposely together, you know? And that's not a bad thing. I'd rather go through my lessons alone, knowing that I'm healing the way that I'm supposed to, than go through them with my divine masculine and just end up screwing things up or making things worse. Okay, so I feel like it's freeing yourself from needing to know when it's all going to unfold. And I feel like he's even kind of saying that in a sense, I don't want you to question your worth or your value based on the fact that I left. Okay, so I have let your friends help you, ask for and accept help from others. So maybe he's saying in this aspect, maybe you should hang out with your friends more. Maybe you should, open up to your friends about what this journey is for you. Maybe you need to find some social group that, deals with twin flames. I actually just opened a new group. It's only about a month old. For those interested in joining the twin flame group, I can let you guys know down in the comments what the link is. But it's being able to talk about how you're feeling, being able to talk about the ups and downs with someone who really understands you. I really know it's hard to talk to someone who doesn't understand this journey, but let your friends help you. Could just be putting yourself in some social group or social setting where you will have other like-minded individuals who are going through the same thing you're going through. And it's going to help you, it's going to teach you, and I feel like it'll definitely keep you floating along this journey a little easier. Because romantic feelings is coming up. So you both have genuine friggin' feelings for each other. The feelings that you're feeling for your divine masculine are real and they're worth exploring. And he's saying, like, I feel for you too. I have genuine feelings for you too. It's just I need to explore them in my own way. And I need you to be able to let me do that. And that's what he's saying, okay? You deserve love. You are lovable. And that's the hardest thing about this journey, is that there's so many moments where you're like, why doesn't my divine masculine love me? Why doesn't my divine masculine want anything to do with me, right? And he's just coming through and he's saying, I've never told you I never loved you. I never told you that you weren't lovable. I believe you're so worthy of love. I do love you. I know you deserve love. And I want to be able to give you that. But I feel like it's in this moment that he doesn't want to come back with the lessons that he still needs to learn. I feel like he's being blocked because there's still something he needs to figure out. But at the end of the day, Divine Feminines, you deserve to be loved. You deserve love in all forms. And you have to understand that. You have to see that this journey is not questioning your love or questioning your loyalty. This is about growing. This is about evolving. And this is about becoming the best version of yourself, even through the toughest times, even through the confusion, the doubts, the insecurities. It's about knowing that you are becoming the best version of yourself. All right. So that's with that. So we also have holding back. There's so much more I want to tell you. Okay. So he's in this place where he's saying, like, I have held back from you. I have not told you 100% what I need to tell you, because how do you look someone in the eyes and tell them everything you need to tell them when you know that you've hurt them? When you know that you've let them down. That's the energy I'm picking up. That he is sorry he ghosted. He never meant to ghost you. He never meant to disconnect from you. He never meant to walk away. It was kind of one of those things where it was this, he felt like that's what he had to do. And now he sits there and he says, there's so much that you don't know. There's so much that I'm holding back. And I wanted to be able to express that, but I feel this urge of just being scared. Your love scared the shit out of me. It was a love that he's never had. The love, and I've said this a couple times on my channel, it was a love connection that he has never really had to deal with. He's never really had to face insecurities or face, I wouldn't say tough times. I feel like everyone goes through tough times, but I feel like it's more his other relationships or other connections really never challenged him the way that Divine Feminine does. So he's in a place where he's like, the love that I felt from you was just, it was overwhelming. It wasn't something that I was used to, and it kind of made me scared. It made me realize that I wasn't sure if I could give you exactly what you needed, okay? But I thought about reaching out to you, but then I stopped myself because, he's holding back. But he wants to speak his truth to you. He wants to be able to be open to you. He wants to be able to get this stuff off his chest. It's just, he needs to really choose love over fear. He needs to get out of this fear part and realize that Divine Feminine is not out here to make him look like crap or make him feel like crap or to, reject him or any of that stuff. But until he knows that within himself, that's where we're at in this journey. But he's watching you on social media. I've been getting this card all day. A lot of signs are pointing to you lately. So things are starting to make sense to him. Things are coming through and he's like, look, so much is starting to appear. So much is starting to happen. And, I see these signs and, a lot of it's pointing to, a lot of it's, I see certain things, I hear certain things, and it just reminds me of you. And, you know, in ways that I feel sad because he knows that he can't go back and change the past, but all he can do is move forward, right? So he's just saying, like, he wants to kiss you. He misses kissing you. You're the only person who truly gets me. You are his person. You are his person. You are the one person that no matter what he could turn to, he could talk to. And maybe that in some aspects scared him because maybe he's never had a real connection or a real person that he could turn to without judgment, right? But he's saying, like, I know you're my true love, and I know it's divine timing. So, I mean, overall, it's a pretty decent message. I feel like it's really pinpointed down to exactly what it is you guys need to hear this week. So hopefully this helps you guys. You guys have yourself a fabulous week, and I'll talk to you soon.